All right, ready to trade those snow boots in for some flip-flops. We're diving into Phuket, Thailand today.
Ooh,
It's
Thai.
absolutely gorgeous there.
Yeah.
But specifically, we're figuring out where to live with your family
Okay.
on this amazing island.
Nice.
So, Phuket, it's often known as a party spot,
Right, right.
but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
it's so much more than that,
It is,
especially for families.
for sure. Yeah.
And our guide to this whole family side of Phuket is an article called Where to Live in Phuket, the Best Areas for Families and Schools.
Okay.
And it's by Ocean Worldwide.
Interesting.
They're a luxury real estate agency that's been in Phuket since 2004.
Oh, wow.
So they really know their stuff.
Yeah.
And their director, Sandra O'Neill,
Okay.
she knows this place inside and out.
She must.
I mean, we're talking thousands of families and property investors
Yeah.
she's helped over the years.
Wow, that's great.
So she is the perfect person to be guiding us through these 6 different areas of Phuket that are perfect for families.
All right, like a choose-your-own-adventure.
Yes.
For families, but in Thailand.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with Chalong.
Okay.
Now, if education is your top priority,
Right.
this is the place to be.
Okay.
Imagine your kids going to these amazing international schools,
Yeah.
learning new languages,
Nice.
exploring all these activities.
Yeah.
Chalong is like Education Central
Education Central.
in
Where?
Phuket.
Got it.
And they actually highlight the Head Start International School as like a prime example.
Okay.
And it's not just academics here.
Yeah.
Geelong has a real focus on giving kids like diverse learning experiences
I see.
outside the classroom.
Yeah, beyond the books.
Totally, but it's also fun.
Oh, good.
So we got parks, we got playgrounds, easy access to water sports, the beaches.
That sounds perfect.
It's the ideal blend
Yeah.
of learning and leisure.
For sure.
Plus, Geelong has locals and expats, so that's a really rich cultural experience for families too.
That's fantastic. Wow.
Okay, so next up is Rawai,
Rahway. Okay.
and they call this place the Expat Haven.
Oh, interesting.
Perfect for those families who want a strong international community.
Makes sense.
And if you are all about those sunset views,
Oh, yeah.
Rawai's got you covered.
Right.
They mention Promthep Cape as the place to go,
Okay.
and there's longtail boat tricks.
Oh, wow.
So you can imagine those family vacation photos
Beautiful.
that everybody back home is going to be jealous of.
For sure.
What really stood out to you about this one?
Well, I mean, besides the scenery, Rawai has a big focus on early childhood education.
Oh, wow.
So it seems like, if you have younger children, this is an area to consider.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's shift gears a bit
Okay.
and go to Katu.
Katu. All right.
Now, this is the peaceful retreat option,
Okay.
nestled in all this lush greenery.
Sounds relaxing.
Perfect for nature lovers.
Yeah.
Kathu Waterfall, and those hiking trails sound
Oh,
amazing.
beautiful. Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Kathu's not secluded. You're also close to the excitement of Patong and then the culture in Phuket town.
So you're really close to everything.
You get the best of both worlds.
That's a great combination.
That peace, but then you can go out and do stuff too.
Yeah.
I like it.
Nice.
All right, let's go to Shirang Talay.
Churing Talay.
This one's the upscale oasis.
Upscale. Nice.
Safe environment.
Okay.
Luxurious living.
Ooh.
This one sounds pretty nice.
It does.
Yeah, there's Bangtao Beach, parks, and all these recreational facilities.
Oh, wow.
And you can have a very active lifestyle.
Yeah, active family.
Yeah. What else stood out to you?
Well, Churing Talay just seems like a really welcoming place for families to settle down, which is always a plus, right?
There's a plus.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Kamala.
Kamala, okay.
This is the laid-back paradise.
Laid back. All right.
So if you want that relaxed beachside life, this sounds like the perfect fit.
I can see that.
And Kamal's beach scene is actually known for being a bit calmer
Oh, okay.
than some of the other areas. So if you're looking for a more peaceful experience,
Yeah. Nice. Quiet.
this is it.
I like it.
Plus, you have that mix of local and international dining and shopping.
Oh,
So
okay.
you have the variety and the convenience for daily life.
That's great. So there's options.
You want the options without having to,
Right, without it being too busy.
sacrifice that relaxed vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, last but not least, Laguna.
Laguna.
Now,
Okay.
this one is the luxury escape.
Luxury escape.
So think gated communities,
Okay.
world-class amenities,
Wow.
golf courses, spas, fitness centers, amazing dining options.
Resort style living.
Yeah, It
Nice.
really is.
Yeah.
But Laguna's not just about luxury.
Oh, okay.
It's near some of the top international schools in Phuket as well.
Wow, so they really have it all.
They really do.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a lot to take in.
It is.
Each area has its own charm.
Yeah.
And it's so clear that Phuket caters to a wide range of priorities for families.
It does, for sure.
What are your initial thoughts?
Well, I mean, Phuket really does seem to have something for everyone.
It does.
But before we get too carried away, like dreaming of island life,
Yeah,
we have to remember where this information is coming from.
that's a great point.
Yeah.
So we're seeing Phuket through this lens of Ocean Worldwide, this luxury real estate agency.
Right. Exactly.
So it makes sense that they're going to focus on a certain type of lifestyle.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
And their director, Sandra O'Neill, she has years of experience working with families and property investors
Right.
who want a specific level of comfort and amenities.
That makes sense.
So they're really focused on those luxury properties.
Yeah.
So while the article gives us a good overview,
Yeah.
it's important to remember that they're highlighting a specific side of family life in Phuket.
It's like a very curated look
Exactly.
at the highlights.
Yeah. And that's great.
Yeah.
It's exciting to see that side of Phuket.
For sure.
But there are also so many other facets to
Yeah.
family life on the island that might not be in this article.
Like, when you see a travel brochure,
Yeah.
you see those beautiful beaches and the resorts,
Right.
but you don't necessarily see, like, the bustling local markets or
Right.
the little hidden street food stalls
Yes.
that offer a completely different but, like, equally amazing experience.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
So we're learning about the international schools
Yeah.
and these world-class amenities.
Right.
It's worth remembering that there's a whole other layer to Phuket
Yeah.
that everyday lived-in experience
Exactly.
that's waiting to be discovered.
Yeah.
And that's part of what makes Phuket so fascinating.
Right.
It has this incredible range,
Yeah.
this diversity of experiences.
Yeah.
You can find those luxury villas,
Right.
gated communities,
Yeah.
but you can also find charming local villages,
Mhm.
family-run businesses
Mhm.
that give you a taste of authentic Thai life,
It's like a tapestry with
Yeah.
all those different threads all
Yeah.
coming together.
contributing to its beauty.
Exactly.
Okay, so with that in mind,
Yeah.
let's go back to the specifics. So
Sure.
we covered the highlights,
Right.
but what about those like nuances? For
Okay.
example, Chelong, it's got that vibrant mix of locals and expats.
Yeah.
What does that actually feel like for families?
That's a great question.
What are those everyday interactions,
Yeah.
the shared experiences?
Right.
How do those cultures come together?
It's hard to capture in a description.
What are those local markets like?
Yeah.
Are there events that bring people together? What
Right.
about those cultural differences
Yeah.
that families should be aware of?
Yeah.
I want to know those details.
Those are all really important to consider,
Yeah.
Like, maybe connect with families who are already living there.
Yes.
Get their perspective.
That's such valuable advice.
Yeah.
Because reading about it is one thing,
Right.
but hearing it from the people who actually live there,
Exactly.
that's invaluable.
It's so important.
So, okay, we'll keep that in mind as we're going.
Yeah.
What other aspects of these areas have you thinking?
Well, I'm really intrigued by Kathu
Okay.
being described as a peaceful retreat.
Yeah.
It just sounds so idyllic, like
Mm.
nestled in the greenery,
Yeah.
the waterfalls.
Right.
But I'm also wondering about the practical side of things.
Okay. Yeah. Peace and tranquility are great,
Yeah.
but you also need to think about
Yeah.
transportation,
Right.
healthcare,
Yeah.
cost of living.
Exactly.
If you're relying on public transportation, is that easy to use in Kathu?
Yeah. Or are there good hospitals
Right.
and clinics nearby?
That's a great point.
Yeah.
We have to do our research
Yes.
beyond just how nice it looks.
Absolutely.
What's peaceful to one person might be isolating to another.
Right. Exactly.
So it all comes down to individual preferences.
It really does.
Speaking of preferences,
Yeah.
I'm curious about the housing. So they mentioned luxury villas and gated communities.
Yeah.
Are there also more affordable options for families who aren't looking for that,
Right.
super high-end living?
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, because luxury can mean different things
It really can.
to different people.
Totally.
Yeah. That's why it's important to define your own family's needs
Mhm.
and expectations
Sure.
when you're looking at these different locations.
Absolutely.
So it seems like we're getting a glimpse into, this luxury side of family life in Phuket
Yeah.
from Ocean Worldwide, which is great.
Yeah.
But it's important to dig deeper.
Yeah.
Consider the practicalities,
Right.
the nuances,
Yeah.
the range of
It's a
experiences
good starting point.
that Phuket has to offer.
Yeah, definitely.
And this feels like a great time to transition
Okay.
into those practical considerations and the resources
Yeah.
that can help families make these informed decisions
All right.
about life in Phuket.
Sounds good.
So join us for part 3, where we'll continue our Phuket adventure.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Welcome back, deep divers.
Yeah.
We're wrapping up our Phuket adventure. And in this final part,
Yeah.
we're going beyond those descriptions
Okay.
and diving into the nitty-gritty practicalities.
Yeah, it's like flipping over that house hunting brochure
Yes.
to the fine print.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's talk about those key practical considerations
Okay.
for families
Yeah.
who are choosing an area in Phuket.
Yeah. What comes to mind first?
Well, transportation.
Transportation, yeah.
That's a big one.
Or sure.
Because, some areas might be great for walking or biking,
Right.
but others, you might need a car.
Yeah, especially for commutes.
Yeah, exactly.
For work or school.
So public transportation options, traffic patterns, you got to look into all that.
It's important.
And then healthcare.
Healthcare.
I mean, we touched on it a little bit earlier,
Right.
but it's worth emphasizing.
It is.
How close are you
Yeah.
to a good hospital or clinic,
Especially with kids.
especially if you have young kids or
Yeah.
if you have, anyone with specific needs?
For sure.
Absolutely. And cost of living.
Cost of living, right?
Phuket has a range of options.
Yeah.
Budget-friendly to luxurious, but those everyday expenses, they vary
They do.
depending on where you are.
Yeah, like groceries,
Yeah.
utilities, entertainment.
Exactly. Where can families find good info
Right.
on all this stuff?
Yeah, good question.
Can't rely on the brochures, right?
Probably not.
So what do you think?
Well, online resources are great.
Okay.
Expat forums,
Okay.
Facebook groups,
I like it.
specifically for Phuket,
Yeah.
can be really valuable.
Yeah.
Imagine connecting with families who are already there.
Oh, yeah.
Ask them all your questions.
Yeah.
Get insights into daily life.
It's like having a friend
Yeah,
in Phuket
exactly.
who can guide you.
For sure.
I love it.
And, don't underestimate good old-fashioned research websites.
Yes.
Dedicated to expat life in Thailand.
Okay.
They often provide really comprehensive guides
That's
on
correct.
things like visas,
Yeah.
healthcare, schools.
Very important.
Be informed.
Yeah.
Be prepared.
Yes.
Turn that dream into a well-planned reality.
I love that.
Yeah.
Turning that dream into a plan.
Yeah.
But I imagine even with all the preparation,
Right.
there's still going to be challenges.
Oh, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Moving to a new country.
It's a big change.
It is.
Yeah.
Culture adjustments.
For sure.
Maybe a little bit of a language barrier.
Maybe.
Some homesickness.
Yeah. It's important to acknowledge that.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement.
Right?
But we got to have those realistic expectations.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about all that?
I think, it's a balancing act.
Okay.
Yeah, there will be challenges,
Right.
but they can also be rewarding. Stepping outside your comfort zone,
Mm-hmm.
embracing new experiences,
Yeah.
growing as
It's-
individuals and as a family.
It's a journey of discovery,
dude.
personal,
Yeah,
but also as a family.
absolutely.
And that's what makes it so appealing, right?
I think so.
It's that sense of adventure,
Yeah,
that willingness to kind of embrace the unknown
exact.
and, redefine what home means.
Yeah, write a new chapter
Yeah.
filled with new experiences.
So as we wrap up
Okay.
this deep dive into Phuket,
Yeah.
what's the key takeaway?
Yeah, I think it's embrace the allure of paradise,
Okay.
but do your homework.
Yes.
Balance those stunning visuals
Right.
with practical considerations. Connect with people who are living that life
Yeah.
and be prepared for the
Chef's
joys
Oh.
and the challenges of
Chef.
starting anew.
Beautifully put.
Yeah.
It's about approaching this adventure
Yeah.
with excitement,
Yes.
but a little bit of pragmatism.
Exactly.
And remember,
Yeah.
what's best for one family
Right.
might not be right for another.
Absolutely.
So it's finding that perfect spot
Yeah.
where your family's values and priorities
Yeah.
align with what that place has to offer.
Yeah. It's all about fit.
And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe Phuket's the spot.
Maybe.
It certainly has a lot to offer
It does.
to those families looking for, a really unique
Yeah.
and fulfilling lifestyle.
Yeah. It's inspiring just to think about
I know, right?
all the possibilities.
It is.
Even if Phuket's not your final destination, just going through this process of exploring and
Yeah.
imagining life outside of what's familiar.
It
It's be really enriching.
Well said.
Yeah.
We'll leave you to ponder those
Yeah.
possibilities.
Enjoy.
Thanks for joining us
Yeah.
on this deep dive into family-friendly Phuket.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time. Keep exploring,
Yes.
keep learning,
Keep diving.
and keep seeking those extraordinary adventures
Yeah.
that life has to offer. Welcome back, deep divers. It's our last part here, our final part in our Phuket adventure.
The grand finale.
Yeah. We're going beyond those idyllic descriptions today and really diving into the nitty-gritty practicalities.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
So let's talk about those key practical considerations for families who are choosing an area in Phuket.
Right.
What comes to mind for you?
Well, transportation is a big one.
Okay.
Because, some areas might be perfect for walking or biking.
Right.
But others might require a car.
Right.
Especially if you're thinking about commutes.
Yeah.
To work or school.
Exactly.
So it's important to research public transportation options.
Okay.
Traffic patterns, all that good stuff.
And then healthcare.
Healthcare, yeah.
We touched on it a little bit earlier.
Right.
But it's worth emphasizing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Knowing, how close you are to a good hospital or clinic.
Yeah.
Especially with kids.
Right.
Or anyone with, any specific needs.
Yeah, for sure.
And cost of living.
Cost of living,
Phuket offers. Such a range.
It does.
Budget-friendly.
Yeah.
To very luxurious.
Right.
But those everyday expenses can vary.
Right, exactly.
Depending on where you are.
Yeah, like groceries.
Groceries.
Utilities, entertainment.
Yeah, all of that. So where can families find reliable info?
Yeah, that's a great question.
On all this stuff.
Yeah.
We can't rely on those, luxury real estate brochures.
No.
What do you think?
Well, I think online resources are really valuable.
Yeah.
There are so many expat forums and Facebook groups, specifically for Phuket, that, you can connect with families that are already living there.
Oh, yeah.
Ask them all your burning questions.
Yes.
And really get a sense of, what daily life is like.
It's like having a friend there.
Totally, yeah.
Who can kind of guide you through it all.
Exactly.
Love it.
And, don't underestimate good old-fashioned research websites dedicated to expat life in Thailand.
Okay.
They often provide really comprehensive guides on things like visas.
Right, okay.
Healthcare system.
It's so important.
Schooling options.
Yeah.
It's really all about being informed.
It is.
And prepared.
Yes.
Take that dream of island life and turn it into a well-planned reality.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Turning that dream into a plan.
Exactly.
But I imagine even with all the planning in the world,
Yeah, of course.
there's still going to be challenges.
Right, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Moving to a new country.
It's a big change.
It is a big change.
Yeah.
Those culture adjustments.
For sure.
Maybe a little bit of a language barrier.
Maybe.
Some homesickness, I imagine.
Absolutely.
It's easy to get caught up
It is.
in all the excitement. So having those realistic expectations.
Right.
What are your thoughts on all of that?
Well, I think it's a balancing act,
Okay.
Yeah, there will be challenges,
Yeah.
but those challenges can also be incredibly rewarding,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pushing yourself outside your comfort zone.
Yes.
Embracing new experiences.
I like it.
Growing as individuals and as a family.
It's a journey of discovery.
Totally.
Both personally,
Yeah.
but also as a family unit.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of what makes it so appealing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's that sense of adventure, that willingness to, embrace the unknown.
Absolutely.
Redefine home.
Yeah, write a new chapter.
Yes.
Filled with these incredible experiences.
So as we rack up this deep dive
Okay.
into Phuket,
Yeah.
what's the key takeaway?
I think it's, embrace the allure of paradise,
Okay.
but do your homework.
Yes.
Balance those stunning visuals with practical considerations.
Uh-huh.
Connect with people who are living it.
Yes.
And be prepared
Yes.
for the joys and the challenges
Of course.
of starting anew.
Beautifully said.
Yeah.
It's about approaching this adventure with excitement, but also pragmatism.
Yeah.
And remember, what's best for one family
Right.
might not be the best for another.
Totally.
So it's about finding that spot
Yeah.
where your family's values and priorities align with what that place has to offer.
Exactly. It's all about fit.
And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe Phuket is that spot.
Maybe.
It certainly has a lot to offer.
It does.
To families who are looking for a really unique and fulfilling lifestyle.
Right. Exactly.
Well, we will leave you to ponder those possibilities.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
On this deep dive into family-friendly Phuket.
Of course.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep seeking those adventures that life has to offer.